Hey guys, hope you're having a great day as always. I'm going to be doing a three houses tier list now because Engage is coming out so soon and there's obviously going to be no point me doing a three houses tier list after Engage comes out, at least not for a while. I would like to do tier lists for all the games at some point because it's a nice little fun thing to do and talk to people about stuff and show my opinions on Fire Emblem characters. And yeah, this three houses one is going to be based on three houses. So the character development and growth that people have in Three Hopes, I'm not going to take into account. I'm sure a lot of you disagree with me on many things, but yeah, I'll get right into it. And also just when I mean Three Hopes character development, I mainly mean Byleth, because Byleth is super cool in Three Hopes and super boring in Three Houses. First of all, the big boy, Ferdinand Bornaya. When I first started playing, I was like, who is this guy? And why is he talking so much shit? But I love him. Easy S. Hero, great guy, just, oh, I love him. Great character development, super funny, and yeah, load of great sports. Caspar, I can't say he's one of my favourites, so probably, I don't think I would stretch to put him in B. He's like high C. Like, I don't dislike him, but he's just kind of a bit too loud, and I wouldn't say he's my type of character. He's a bit like, you know, loud and stuff. Ray is weird, right, because I don't actually like Ray. Like I was like, oh damn, I know she's up to something whenever I was playing, but like, you know, she's such a fantastically well done character that I like. I definitely put her in A at least. Possibly I'd put her in S. I'll think about it, because like she just is such an interesting character. Like she's got so much depth to her, and like, you know, all the Sero shit and everything is just super cool, and obviously the voice acting by Jeremy is amazing. So yeah, Sothis is, I'll put Sothis in A as well. I actually like Sothis more than Arvel. I feel like that's like a weird opinion, but I like Sothis's kind of cheekiness and kind of rudeness towards Byleth. I always found that quite endearing and funny the whole time, so I've always kind of liked Sothis. This is I have to leave Bernadette for later because I actually don't know what to do with that. Once I sort the tiers out, I think. Dedue I know, so I'll slap him in. Easy S+. That's just my boy. I just love him so much. I feel like I should have an SS tier, but you guys are gonna know who's gonna be my favorite. You know, so I just add another tier now. Right, yeah, definitely an SS tier, because I've just realised there are some characters that are just on too high level for me to put in only S+, so just cramming the high tiers. Right, Dedue Easy S+, I love him. I love like kind of honourable, just characters kind of thing, and he's just like so nice and adorable, as well as being like really stoic, and I don't know. I always wanted to try and recruit him before like I had him in Three Houses. Before, you know, when I was playing Black Eagle, I was trying to spam recruit him, but I couldn't. Yeah, and I really enjoyed him in Blue Lions when he comes back and stuff. Damn, it's just hype. I love that stuff. Okay, Dorothea. She's grown on me a lot. Again, I have to say I didn't like her at first, which is weird because I know she's one of the most popular characters in the game. Like, her supports with some people I really like, and then to others I don't. It's tricky. Again, let me say this, right? I know I shouldn't base them based on design because it's just their character, like, in total, but the design's part of it. I've said this before in my previous tier list video. I don't like hats. It's just my thing. I'm not a big fan of hats. So, Dorothea's hat made me dislike her at first, so, and I feel like I'm just like, kind of, that's kept with me. But I'll do that for now. I'll think about it. Let's try and, yeah. I call this controversial, so it's good to do some of those. Bernadette I'll put in A. At the start of the game, honestly, I'd put her in D or C or something. Like, she really, I was like, why? I do find it annoying how they kind of just used her as a way to like, oh, anxiety funny in her supports, in those them, but she's actually quite an interesting character, and beast in combat does help. I know a lot of her supports are actually kind of cute, and post time skip, it's like a lighter version of Marianne's upgrade kind of thing to me. So I'll put her in A still because I do enjoy that. Felix is another controversial one. Again, another character that's grown on me, but let me say this: he's in B. I'll put him like that because of how mean he is to Dedue and his father. And again, I know there's reasons for it, and I'm sure a lot of people defend him for that. And he kind of makes up a bit in Dedue's, it's their B support, isn't it? the final one. But I just like I was like, oh my god, how can you say that to my boys? And I love Rodrigue, so I don't think he treats his father nice enough. I like his character otherwise though, and I really like his support with Lysithea and his support with quite a few characters, honestly. But yeah, oh my god, his support with Annette is adorable. See, I consider moving him up to A solely for support with Annette, but I'll leave it for now. Sylvain is probably here because when I put him in S, I love Ferdinand so much. Sylvain's actually like after I watched all his supports, like again at the start of the game I was like, okay, I didn't care about this guy, but then after seeing all his supports I was like, damn, like he's such an interesting character, and like he actually is like really smart and honestly quite misunderstood, and also like just has a lot of layers to him. So yeah, I'll put him in S. I think he's an extremely well done character. I really ended up liking him a lot in the end. His support with Mercedes especially I really like, and Adu, and just a lot of his supports. I've got to. I love the post time skip so much. Like pre time skip, I really like Dimitri as well, but I think it's like that's all like a build up to his post time skip, and I like. Some people say it's like kind of generic for some reason, but I really liked how they did it. Having like a kind of protagonist. I know the Byleth's the main protagonist, but having like he's like the main speaking protagonist in Blue Lion's route, who is like a real bad person. I really enjoyed, and like I like in my head he was like a monstrous animal, like who just destroyed everyone on the battlefield, and they translated it quite well into the gameplay as well. Who used the right strats, obviously. And yeah, I really like that, and I love how they did his character. I love how he turns back and he becomes really honourable and everything in the end. And yeah, I think they showed mental health problems really well with him. And yeah, I just do like Dimitri a lot. He's badass when he's post time skip, both when he's a monster and when he's come to his senses. I still put him below Dedu though, because I have a special special place in my heart for Dedu. Get your words right, boy. Right, Byleth I'll put in B because I played the game with Feeble. Actually, honestly, so I shouldn't put Byleth in C because it's just there's not Byleth isn't offensive enough to put them in a low rank. It's just I don't really care about Byleth in 3 houses. I'm gonna put female Byleth in A. I may as well do it now because I used her. So the voice again, it's like the voice I associate with like her getting awesome crits and stuff, and going crazy. So. Honestly, Awaken, the legendary Byleth in Fae, some of you I'm sure. I love that one so much. Both of them are really cool to be fair. But I really like the voice lines. I don't know, the voice acting for female Byleth I really enjoyed. Male Byleth was quite good, but I use female Byleth more, so I like the character more, so there we go. But let me say, her outfit is so much worse. Oh god, it's stupid compared to male Byleth. Just give them the same outfit. Anyway, Ingrid, I think I put Ingrid in S, maybe plus. I do actually no, I really like Ingrid. I've used her in almost everyone. As I said earlier, kind of to do. I really like knightly characters, and I know there's the whole like race thing, but I think her and Dedu's support is actually a really good way to like show how people can change and understand things, and also why and just like obviously I mean it shows that how wrong she was about it, and I think she learns that. To overcome her prejudices and whatnot. So it's quite a good support, I think. And I think Ingrid's really sweet generally, and also she's got awesome voice acting. And I love her pre-time skip design. I love all her designs, but especially her hair is just great. Can't go wrong with Pegasus Knights also. Annette is in S as well. She's so cute. Like, it's just the sweetest character ever. Her and Mercy. I'll do them together because they deserve to be put in together. I just put Mercy just above Annette though. They're both just so adorable and so nice and kind. They share so many similar traits, and I do like how over the top Annie is as well. Like a bit in a good way, and just like it's kind of like person that just brings joy to everyone else. And so does Mercy in a way, but in a calming way, and Annie more in a joyous way. But yeah. Both super adorable, love them. Alois is one of the characters I'll put him By the way, I think Ray is like, in terms of who's like the best designed character, she's like in the top tiers. But this is like, I'm doing a mixture because obviously I think she's a very good character, but I prefer others. So Alois, like, his support with Petra is just one of the funniest things, and I've watched all the supports now, and his support with Bernadetta, again, it's a good one for her too, is super cute. Like, adorable support. And he's honestly such a nice guy, and his dad, I like dad jokes. I love stupid humour, which is just, you know, stuff like that, and I really enjoyed his, honestly. So, big up Alois. Yeah, no, he's just so funny. Right, Hubert, I'll put Hubert there. Yeah, I think he's pretty cool character, and I do really like the kind of, again, you always need that kind of edgy character. It's like, he's the kind of thing where it's like, it's not my type of character, but I appreciate him a lot. I thought he was creepy the first time I was playing, but again, he's grown on me a lot, and I like, you know, he's basically the only bloody male dark mage as well. Yeah, and I'm not talking about 3 hopes, but I really liked him in 3 hopes as well, but that's irrelevant to this. Yeah, no, and I think, you know, his scheming and everything is done well, and you know, his character all makes sense, and his dialogue is delivered perfectly. The voice acting is super good on him. Linhardt's tricky. Again, I've grown to love his sassiness. I'll put him in A. Like, our A is like middle of the road, even though it's like a high mark. Again, a character that I never used to like that much, but after like seeing all their supports and understanding them more, like, I enjoy the sass that he brings to the table. So I do like him. Yeah, but I'm not a big fan of characters with like one trait that's like replayed over and over again, and I have Bernie here as well, which is similar. Honestly, just for that I'm doing that. No, it's fine. But yeah, it's like, it's the sleeping thing to me is annoying, overdone. If you took that away from him, really good character. But like, that annoys me kind of thing. Like, he doesn't need to be constantly falling asleep. If that was played down, like there was less of that, like it wasn't every other support, he has to go take a nap, I'd like him a lot more. But yeah. Cornelia, don't care, whatever. She's fine as a villain, but irrelevant, so put her in C. Is this top of S or S plus? I know. If I try to remember what, like, the first time playing Golden Deer, how much I loved her during the time after post time skip. Again, she's one of the characters at the start of the game. I was like, bleh. She's just like way too depressed, and I was not like, you know, but you know what I mean. Like, I was like, I'm not getting like any fun out of this character when I was like playing Black Eagles and Blue Lions before I did Golden Deer, and just like seeing her. And then when I played Golden Deer, I was like, damn, this character development, crazy. I don't need to speak too much about her because everyone knows about Marianne, and everyone appreciates how good of a character she is. So my boy. This, again, I know a lot of people disagree with me, but bam, gotta slap him in here. This is my G. I love Rodrigue. Just the embodiment of knighthood. He's just such a... Oh, I love him. I love him. And I think if there was any character I kind of look like, it would be him a little bit, just in terms of my hair and him actually having facial hair. I don't know. The first time I saw him, I was like, damn, this is my guy. When he's just spamming all and spinning on his horse when you do Felix's power, like, I was like, oh. But he's completely useless on harder difficulties. Obviously, you got to bloody protect him, and always get his 40% hit rate on all or whatever. Useless. But no, I've always liked Rodrigue. I just love his delivery of his dialogue, and I just think, yeah, he's a super cool guy. Leonardo, don't care. Actually, you know what? I like him. I'll put him in B. For a side character, I'll slap him in B, because I do actually like him. Again, knightly, and he's like, you know, oh, you know, I'm going to have to stay loyal to my house and whatever kind of thing. So yeah, respect him. Liked him for that. Mick Clan, he's there to serve, to show how Sylvain is, you know, has had a difficult upbringing kind of thing. He's kind of just there to to develop Sylvain rather than be his own character, so I don't, he's there. Ladislava, I like her design, so I'll put her in B, but she's kind of a wasted character. That's all I really have to say about her. She could have been more interesting, and she should have been playable in Black Eagles, Crimson Flower. Woo! Lorenz. Oh my days. It's like pre-time skip. I'm like, oh, shut up, Lorenz. Too much talking. You're just being an idiot. But then, damn. Again, you got to put him in there for the character development. He's just like, it's another character that just surprised me so much. I was like, his trim is so dead. He's annoying as hell. But then I played Golden Deer. I heard all his supports and how he just wanted what was best for the Leicester Alliance. So yeah, I mean, I honestly do really like him. He's again another quite deep character, and like one who overcomes his flaws and realizes them. And I think that's like a really strong way to do a character, because character development is just fun to see. Like, I just like characters for that. Anna, I've got nothing more to say than it's Anna, B. I liked her a lot more in Awakening than I did in Three Houses. Can't say I'm overly big on her design in Three Houses, and I didn't really use her at all because she wasn't that strong. So maybe she was stronger than I thought. I actually don't even know how strong she was, but because I literally never used her. So yeah, I mean, I'll do like this. Coco S, easy. Would I put Constance in S plus? No, I think I'd put her here. I love Constance. Just ordering an S plus, correct? I think so. Yeah. Yeah, she's great. I mean, I love Constance. Again, it's like, so it's the same thing as Linhart, whereas I'd like if it was just her being her over the top kind of. I think that her personality switching is an interesting thing, and it's done reasonably well. But I don't like that kind of overwhelming character trait that like defines a character too much, like, because then it makes them feel more one note than they should. But I think she has, the way the supports are done, some of them are good, but some of them not so good. And I really like her over the top side, her, actual real self, shady lady. Yeah, no, she's just loud, but in a real fun and enjoyable way, and she's made me laugh so many times as well. And her laugh, her Japanese laugh, oh my god, too good. Yeah, I think that's right for Seteth. Yeah, Seteth's a fantastic character, so interesting, and oh my god, the voice acting, stupendous. That line when you kill Flame, just like you can feel the pain in his voice, and just all his dialogue. Oh, he's like, and he does the whole you're a bit suspicious of him. Like, you can tell he's hiding stuff, but like he's just very good at hiding it. Like, you'll never get anything out of him. Like, he gives off that impression instantly as soon as you meet him. The design is fantastic on Seteth. He looks so cool, and I love like the deep backstory him, Rhea, and Flame have. Yeah, super interesting. Great character, and he has a lot of great supports as well. Oh, he's got some really good supports, and like I like how he opens up a bit as well as you move up through supports. Really sweet. Yeah, I like him a lot. Like, he wants to be different, but he feels he has to be closed off, kind of thing. Oh, just me talking about him is making me want to move him up. No, but I love Ferdinand's great too. I'll leave him there, but he's fantastic. Sorry, y'all. I'm sure many people dislike me for this, but First Lord I picked. As soon as I saw her, I was like, damn, I love her design. Damn, I love her voice acting. Her voice acting. My days. Tara Platt puts in a shift. Just like all her quotes, just the way she speaks, fantastic. But just like in battle, just like the voice lines for everything when she just gets hits in and crits, and oh, I love it. And I think it's also partly for how well done the character is. Now, I know there's loads of reasons to dislike her, but that's part of why she's so good. Like, And I hate how much discourse there's been over Edelgard. Like, I'm so done with, like, Edelgard discourse. Like, can we please stop? Like, now. Again, just no more. I'm so done with it. But at the same time, it's so good that a character can create this much discourse. Because, like, there's so many different aspects to her. And so many different ways she impacts the story. And the fact that, like, the whole game kind of hinges on her just makes her, like, just so interesting. She is just a fantastic character. I can't help putting in SS. I really like her, and I think she's just brilliant. So, and you know, again, there are things I'm like, damn, dickhead Edelgard kind of thing, but it's just, I love it. But there are some Edelgard fans who are a bit too harsh, you know, too defensive of her. I remember joining the Edelgard subreddit, and I was like, oh yeah, this is great, I love Edelgard. And then, like, after a week, I was like, okay, yeah, no, bye. But I hope you guys enjoyed talking about Edelgard. Right. Thales, I like him. I thought he was cool, but didn't see enough of him, so I'll put him there. I really liked him. Yeah, I thought he was a super cool character, but yeah, as I said, didn't see enough of him. Oh, the extra development, he got on 3 hoops, was super cool, actually. Balthus. There? Yeah? There? I think? Maybe there, actually? See, I think he's an interesting character. The voice acting's great, but not my kind of character, personally. I'm just not a big fan of the kind of his archetype. I don't know what you'd exactly call it, but the whole, you know, gambling thing, I was just like, whatever. But I do like him. I enjoy him. And I thought he was a good addition to the game, but not one of my personal favourites. Seros, I mean, it, you know, but I think she's super cool, and I love the design, so I'll slap her an S just for that. Even though, you know, we don't need to go into this long discussions about the similarity to what I've already said earlier. I don't know why I'm trying to remain spoiler free. I mean, if you haven't played 3 Houses, I guess you shouldn't be watching this. But, and yeah, it's been out for many years. I'll continue to just be a bit careful anyway. I love her design. You know why? I'm joking. But no, I do think the design's pretty cool. The whole Agarthan look. So I'll slap Quanyu and B. But again, not that much to see of her. I'll put her here, just behind Tars. They could. And I like how he's like hidden as a character, like pops out Solon. So I'll start. They can all be together in that order. Hilda, bang, easy. I would even put her here. Again, another character with much more depth than you think. On the surface, it's just like, oh yeah, lazy girl, blah blah blah. Get everyone to do work for me. But she's so sweet and caring when it comes down to it, and actually beast in combat as well. And brave and strong, and I love the voice acting for Hilda. So well done. Like, she just gives off, it's just perfectly done to match her. I mean, most of the voice acting in 3 Houses is phenomenal, to be fair, but yeah, I mean, Hilda grew on me so much again when I was playing Golden Deer. It's just like a lot of the Golden Deer characters like, they didn't draw me in to play the route, but once I played it, I was like, damn, I love these characters. So yeah, I know, I really like Hilda. I can't spend too much time talking over on this video. Is going to be an hour long, but we're not too far off now. We've got through way more than half. I can see Petra down here, and it's easy for me. Fucking love Petra. She's badass at all times. She's hilarious. She makes me laugh loads. Again, I'm not too big on the whole her having, you know, not speaking, you know, being able to speak the language like to 100%. But that's like, I think it's great in the pre-time skip, and it actually develops her character nicely and can be really funny. And the way she speaks can, like, you know, it can create humour in the supports. But in post-time skip, it's kind of why, you know, it's been 5 years and she's basically been living in Foden. Like, I don't know why her speech hasn't gotten any better, kind of thing. Her, you know, we'll call it English, Fodelanese, I don't know. But yeah, I fucking love Petra. She's so cool. I might even have moved her above edelgard at this point. I don't know, because I really, really like Petra. I just think she's like just such a badass. I've used her in every single route I've done. Every time. I think I've played Three Houses 2 8 times. As in not every route 8 times, it's just 8 routes total finished. And I've used Petra at every single one I've done. You know, I just love her. Just honestly, I love Petra. She's just cool. Death Knight, I honestly kind of liked his character. I thought it was interesting, maybe a bit generic at points. I'll put him here. How about that? Fleisch, I honestly don't care. I mean, I don't mind her design, so I'll put her in C, I guess. But you know, I liked the scene. Well, no, actually, no. She did my boy die, if you know what I mean. No spoilers, but she did my boy die. So no, she can go down there where she belongs, in the D tier. Randolph, I wish there was more character development. Yeah, that's all I'll say. Claude, easy S+. Can we just like say that they're even? Because I actually like love them both equally. Actually, will I do this? God, I love Claude and Dimitri both equally. Claude is just, yeah, so... It's just such a... Oh god, the voice acting again. I was rewatching his supports and they're actually so good. I'll put him just above Dimitri, just like by a millimeter, barely. I think, because I just love Claude's cheekiness and his supports are just brilliant. So good. Him and Petra's support is adorable. Oh my god, it's so good. You can get down there, bloody. So he serves his purpose, so I should probably put him in C. But I mean, no one likes Mr. May I, or whatever his name is. I can't remember, I've forgotten. You know, what's his title? I forget. Whatever. Ferdinand's dickhead father. I think that for Leonie. No. I love Leonie. Enough Leonie slander. I hate her whole Geralt thing, but whenever she's not doing that, I'm top tier, as she says in Faye. She's a top tier character. She's so good. I love how like positive she is, and she kind of like she always makes me feel like I can do more and puts me in a better mood when I see her like her support stuff. Her again, I always say watch her and Night City support. Adorable, so sweet. And I don't know, she's a beast in combat, and I love her voice lines. Just I will destroy you. It's just she feels so good to use as a character. I liked her way more post time skip to pre time skip as well. But yeah, I think she's a really well done character. They just had to die down the Gerald stuff a bit. Someone I read in the comments recently made a really good suggestion where they were like, Leonie should have been Violet's friend from when they were younger, and that would have been a really interesting way to do her character, I think, and just keep her the same, but have that instead of like, so half of the stuff where she mentions Geralt, it's her talking about to Violet about when they were kids, and that would be way more interesting because I would have fleshed out Violet more as well. But anyway, whatever. Tomas is just, you know, less interesting version of his other self, so I don't care. You can sit down there, Tomas. But I guess it's an interesting plot line, so I'll do that. Judith's pretty cool. I like Judith. Again, more character development needed. I'll slap her here. I'll slap her there. I like her a lot. Good, again, another good voice acting job. But yeah, could have had more character development. I think. Got a nice little green area going on here. I think that's what I think. Blaine's such a sweetie. I love, again, voice acting fantastic. Just like it makes me laugh at, you know, her way of speaking, how posh she is and whatnot to talk, and how like inquisitive she is of the world as well. So I find it super cute. A lot of good supports. Yeah, and got a lot of good background to her. So I think, yeah, I think she goes there. I'll actually do this because I do think she's really good. Interesting way to do a villain. So yeah, that's all I really have to say about Nemesis. I wish there was more. I'll slap him there, top of C. Ionius the 9th, don't care. you can go there. I mean, I like how he used the hand over power, but he's extremely weak and a bit pathetic, so I've got nothing more to say about him than that. Hanuman can be in B. I liked him more as the game went on, but he is what he is. I wouldn't say he's like interesting enough for me to. Oh, you can't even see the bloody bottom now because of this. Whoops. Right, enlarging it was necessary. Enlarging it. Enlarging commenced. Manuela. I'll put her in A, like that. I like her character. I think she's fun. And again, good voice acting performance. I enjoyed her. I didn't use her that much in combat, but I think she was a good way to do her character. It was quite, had a bit of good humour. And some of her support's actually really sweet. Raphael, I know a lot of people love him. And he has grown on me as well, but I find him slightly boring. However, the positivity he brings is just too great to put him too low, so I'll do that. Super sweet. Like, if I had, if I was choosing one, like, some type of friend in real life, he'd probably be up there. Matodi, don't care. Just snooze, boring. I love how stupid he is. I actually can't remember his name. That's how irrelevant he is. I genuinely can't remember his name. Oh, Claude calls him the, like... whatever. We know who he is. I find him funny, but that's the end of his character. Oh, Lambert. There's not enough. I mean, I'll slap him there. There's just not enough. I'll put him here because I love his design. But there's not enough info, is there really? Like, I don't really know. Just, I love his design. It's cool. Costas serves his purpose. You can go in there. Ash, adorable boy. Real sweetie. Yeah, that feels right. I love Alois, but I think that feels, that feels more correct. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, he's just a real sweetie. That's all I really have to say about him. Gilbert. Yeah. Be a better father. But I do like... again, I think he is a very interesting character. Like, I like what he portrays, but I don't like him. You know what I mean? I like the idea of the fact that, like, there's a character who, they're too ashamed to go back to their family and they've dedicated their life and they're living under secret identity. He was, like, all mysterious and stuff. Like, I didn't know it was Annette's father at first. But... Ooh, spoiler. And his support with Annette is really good, but doesn't make me like him more, especially. It's just a very good support. So I'll put him in C. Catherine, awesome design. Badass, and... I'm putting her in A, so I'm going to have to bloody move the thing again. I think I'd put her here? Yeah. Right, I had to do another bigger. I should have just made this way smaller on the screen, but we should be fine now because we're on the last few characters. Or we're running nearer to the end. Ignatz, Soz, he's nice, but I don't care. He's kind of boring. Soz, Hayado, don't, whatever. Sure, he serves his purpose. Lysithia, easy. We don't need to go into the depth of her because I've told a million people in the comments what I think of her, and my profile picture is Lysithia, so you know I like her. I think she's her backstory is so interesting to go into, and yeah, she's just so brave and strong and powerful and just adorable at the same time, and I love her post-time skip design so much. But yeah, I got a lot of things to say about Cynthia, but let's not go too into detail. Shamir, easy S+. I think I'd put her here. Awesome character. She's just sick. She's just so badass. And again, another great voice acting performance, and just, yeah, love Shamir. She's just super cool, amazing design, great character. Cyril's fine. I can't say I care for him that much. I know a lot of people do kind of like him, but I'm just whatever on him. I don't dislike him, and I like the kind of like look into Armira with him. Yeah, but I don't really like him pre-time skip. He's a bit annoying. And there's one thing, quick quotes are very important to me. When he says, "I'm not just some kid," as one of his quick quotes, I think that's post time skip thing, isn't it? Yeah. I just no. I don't know why that one annoyed me. So I'll leave it there. Gerald can step behind. Actually, no, Gerald can move up. Gerald can go. Do you know what? I like Gerald. Gerald's my G. You can go bottom of A, Gerald. Yeah, again, my main gripe is I wish he'd been playable a bit. Because, yeah, cool. I enjoy. But obviously it doesn't make sense for the story, but I like him. He's cool. He's kind of makes you... He does kind of feel like your father, but not enough development, not enough time spent on him. And yeah, could have been playable. Flame Emperor, sure. I mean, I didn't really care. I need to talk about that. It's not really like a character, is it? Yuritsa. Yeah, I like him. I'll put him top of B because I like when you get his support from Crimson Flower. Super cool. I really love his support with Mercy and Constance. Super interesting, and he has a bit of depth to him. Nadir, badass guy. I'll slap him just above. I'll slap him above Judith. Actually, I'll slap him here. Yeah. No, I actually put him here. I really like Nadir. Yeah, he's cool. He's just a cool guy. Just, you know, what you'd expect from him. He's cool. Monica, I'm going off 3 houses. So, bottom of B, because I like her design, but not enough character development. Lord Arundel, interesting character. I'll put him above these lot. I'll put him there. Yeah. Yuri, great character actually. I would say he's one of my favourite archetypes. When I put him in S, he does have a lot of good character. I'll put him in the bottom of S because he's grown on me a lot as well. Well delivered voice lines and kind of an actual very intelligent character. And yeah, I like him. Happy goes here. I started loving her again for quotes in combat. Her quick quotes are all amazing. All pre-time skip, all post-time skip, all her little attack voice lines, amazing. And some of her supports are really good too, and I love her design. So she can go there. And the last is Count. I actually forget his name. Whoops. Damn it. No, come on, Ben. You can remember. Ugh. Okay, Gwendol. I'm being honest, I had to search up his name, I forgot. I like his battle against him in Blue Lions route. I think it's super interesting, so I'll give him bottom of B. Cool. Actually, I'll slap him above Monica and Flame Emperor. There you go. And so, yeah. Perfect. Okay, that's everyone, because the rest is just post-time skip designs for 3 houses, which is the same as the other characters. This video is long enough already, so I'm not going to make any changes. That's approximately what I think. Pretty bang on. Cool. Let me know what you guys thought, and what you think, and what your placements would be. Hope you guys enjoyed. Have a lovely rest of your day, and I'll see you with more Engage news and gameplay stuff soon. Ciao, Bella.